Well, so my face might be a little bit sweaty and lighting's probably not optimal. If you guys didn't know, I posted it on my Instagram story. If you don't follow me on Instagram, go ahead and follow me. Links down below. Post a lot of good stuff daily on my stories, so you can follow me there. But yeah, if you guys didn't know, basically what happened was I wasn't planning on getting a new phone. My contract for my old plan was almost run out, so I was eventually going to have to get one, but kind of want to hold on to my old one, which was the XS iPhone. And I was just using it one day. I was actually on Snapchat and I was just trying to answer someone back, and bang, just turned off. Battery problem. So I was without a phone for a few hours, and let me tell you, for someone who does e-com and someone who has to answer back a lot of people and basically needs their mobile phone to connect to business, do business, do all of that, it was very, very tough, even though it was just for a few hours. And I thought, okay, had to drive about 25 minutes to the nearest store, the nearest Telstra store that was open. Telstra wasn't going to let me in until later on that night because they were so busy, so I went, okay, let's go to JB Hi-Fi. JB Hi-Fi hooked me up, and I got the 12 Pro Max, which is a massive, massive phone compared to my old one. So I thought, why not film, on my phone today? And, question is why, but the question is also, why not? So different background here as well today, and that's because I'm actually taking care of my parents' place while they are out, and we've got some little puppers here, which they are on my Instagram as well. If you haven't seen, I'm taking care of their dogs for them just while they're away. And I didn't bring my camera because I thought I'm here for a few days, and if I want to film anything, why not just do it on my new iPhone? Why not? So a bit of an important video today, and this is why I wanted to film. And you'll probably see me starting to sweat as well, because there's no aircon in this room that I'm filming in, and it is very, very, very warm here in Queensland. So I'm going to be doing this a lot because it is hot. It is boiling in this room. Anyway, enough rambling from me. What I want to talk about today is something very, very important, and it is ultimately, this video is going to be about happiness. And as you see from the title of the video, I've titled it, Why I'm Always Happy. Now, don't get me wrong. Everyone, doesn't matter who you are, anyone in this world, they're going to have down days. You can't be happy 365 days of the year. You just can't be happy all year round. There's going to be days where you're not feeling great. There's going to be weeks, maybe even a month or so, that you're not feeling you're optimal. Something that you need to change, something that needs to be done, or something that you don't have control over that might lead to a bit of sadness. So I'm going to talk a bit about today how I keep on top of things and how I am I'm pretty much at my happiest that I've ever been, and there's a lot of reasons for that, and there's a lot of things that I'm very strict about in my life that has led me to this point. There's a lot of things that I still need to figure out in life. I'm only 25 years of age, so I'm still quite young. There's a lot of stuff that I need to still figure out, and the stuff that I'm always going to figure out. I'm going to be 50 years old, 60 years old, and there's still stuff that I would need to figure it out. So I'm not worried about that, but ultimately I'm going to talk about why I'm happy most days, and what I sort of think about, and how I sort of operate in my own mind to really get the best of everything, and to not really be down. Because when I was a teenager, I had a bit more about this on my weight loss journey video, which you can see as well. That'll be on my channel, and I spoke a little bit about why I wasn't so happy as a teenager and was sort of leaning on the edge of being unhappy most days. I wouldn't necessarily call it depression. I guess if you're a teenager, a lot of people would call it depression if you're a teenager. I don't know, it's just a teenage thing a lot of the time. But some of it wasn't a teenage thing, and some of it was my own decision making and the way that I was thinking. I was in a negative mindset. So talk a bit about now some of the things that I keep on top of as well. And really what I boil it down to, and I haven't structured this video in any way, so it's going to be all over the place, but what I've boiled it down to is I have a lot of gratitude for that car. No, I have a lot of gratitude for my life as a whole, and I'm very, very simplistic in the things that I have that I have gratitude for, and it comes down to a few things, very, very simple things. I wake up in the morning, and so I write down what I need to do for the day, and that sets my mind up. Now, this is while I'm pretty much, downing some pre-workout, getting ready to go to the gym, because I usually do it on an empty stomach. It's not for everyone, by the way. I don't recommend it, but I like doing all my exercise fasted, so on an empty stomach, and it works well for me. So I write down what I need to do for the day. So that sets my mind up for, okay, what have I got planned for the day? What am I expected of myself to do. Granted that, nothing comes up. So write down what I need to do for the day. The second thing I write down is what I'm grateful for. And the stuff that I'm grateful for, the stuff that I write down is very simple stuff. Like, I'll write down stuff like, I'm grateful for my family. I'm grateful for all my family, my immediate family being alive, being well. I'm grateful for the fact that I'm healthy. I'm grateful for the fact that I can go to the gym and stay healthy. I'm grateful for the fact that I have my business. I'm grateful for the fact that I can work. I'm grateful for the fact that I can just have the freedom to do this stuff. I have the freedom to, go and play some video games if I want. Go and watch some anime. Go and watch some Netflix. Go and work out. Go for a walk if you want. Go and see my parents, go and see my friends and contact my friends. I'm grateful for my friends as well. And this is going to be the whole theme of the video. I'm very, very grateful for some very simplistic things. Like, I wrote down, I remember one morning I wrote down some very, very simple stuff. Like, I'm grateful that I have a gym to go to. I'm grateful that I can walk to the gym. It's just very, very simple stuff. Like, I'm grateful that I have food. It's just very simplistic stuff, and I feel myself, becoming more grounded in the sense that all I need, I'm a very, very simple person. All I need is the basic essentials. Now, I'm lucky in the sense that, like, I'm not really into that many flashy things. Like, okay, when a new iPhone comes out, yeah, I like the new iPhone, but I don't buy it to show off. I buy it because I like the tech. If there's something new for my computer, like a new computer part, like a graphics card or something, and I feel like I need that or something, or I feel like it will help, better my work, yeah, I'll go and buy the higher end of that. But not really much into flashy cars. I don't really care for them. Just all this, all jewelry. Like, I don't wear anything on my hands or anything. I don't wear necklaces. It's just not who I am. Like, I have an Apple Watch that I got as a present a couple of years ago, and I'm struggling to wear that. Like, I want to get use out of it. I probably will when I start counting steps and whatnot, but I'm not very much of an accessories kind of guy, and I'm just very simplistic. It's like, if I have an internet connection, if I have some good internet, a good computer, and food in the fridge, and a gym to go to, and then I might spoil myself with some gym gear here and there. But it's all for me because I enjoy it. But apart from that, I'm very simplistic. I don't really like any of this flashy stuff. And for me, it's made it easy to be grounded, and it's made it easy for me to appreciate the little things. And I found, and I'm going to come into the close of this video as well, because I don't want to ramble on too much about this, but I want to sort of talk a little bit about how this is connected to how I'm so happy. So basically, because I've been so grounded, I'm really, I have a lot of gratitude towards the simplistic side of life. It doesn't make things complicated, and the only things that I would ever get worried about or stress about or, even be sad about is if there's something to do with my health, something to do with my friends or family's health. But apart from that, if it's like something to do with the business, even if it's something big that's happened in the business, I can always find a way around it. I always make sure that, okay, if it's something that I have no control over, what's the next thing I can have control over? It's also someone using a grinder by the sounds of it as well now. So we'll wrap up this video in a second. But makes me very, very grounded. And if something's happened to the business, if it's a financial situation, those problems come in secondary to, say, my health, my family's health, my friends' health. As long as everyone's well-being is okay, then I feel like, what else have I got to worry about? But just think about that, and that has I've really solidified that in the last 6 to 12 months, especially really solidified the fact that if you're really simplistic, you're not worried about, okay, I wish I had this car, I wish I had this new apartment, I wish I had this, I wish I had that. Focus on the things that you do have, focus on the things that you should feel lucky for. Like, I feel very lucky for the fact that I can walk out of where I live, and I can walk down. It's like a 3 to 5 minute walk, and I'm at the gym. Some people will think, oh my God, why can't I just be fit? Why can't my, why shouldn't I have to, why do I have to work out as much? Why couldn't my genetics be good and I just look good automatically? For me, I think, cool, okay, I get to walk to the gym. It's like 3 to 5 minute walk. Get myself ready, put on my backpack, go to the gym. The gym's right there. I don't have to use any fuel. Very, very lucky. Even if I did have to use my car, I would say, at least I can go to the gym. At least I can work on myself, and gym is a very good way to de-stress for me. And I'm very grateful for that. It's like if I'm having a bad day, if there's stuff I need to get off my mind, put on my earphones, blast my music, go to the gym. I'm very, very grateful for that. I'm grateful that I can walk down to the supermarket. I can go and buy food. I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful I have electricity and water and just the freedom that I have, especially living in Australia as well. It's just very simple stuff. And I would say to you guys, if you're looking to sort of, look for not so much an unlock, but look for a way to sort of simplify things and be a lot happier. Focus on the things that you have and just don't complicate things so much. Just make sure that you are very simplistic in the things that you have a lot of gratitude for, things that you're thankful for. Like I said, with me, family, friends, their health. That's the main thing. Stuff like money, business, yes, they're important. There's stuff, you need money to live. You need money to buy food. You need money to pay rent. You need, electricity and water and all those things to, basic essentials, and even now internet and things like that. Yes, you need money for that. But all that stuff, if you're comparing it to the health of yourself and your friends and family, it's always going to be secondary. So there's workarounds around, the business and financial side of things. There's a lot more workarounds with that. You have someone that's close to you, like a family member, a friend, anyone that's close to you, a sibling that's sick, then you can focus on those things, and it becomes very grounded and simplistic when you focus on those things instead of all the external things like, wish I had this watch, I wish I had these shoes. For me, I look at life in a whole different sort of lens. It's like, I don't really think about that stuff. I don't really think about a new pair of shoes or like a new car that's out, or think like, living the high life or something like that. For me, I'm very, very simple with the things that I like. And when I moved from my old unit into my new unit, the main reason why I got the unit, or why I applied for the unit that I'm in now, is because of the view. And it wasn't because I could show it off to Instagram or show it off to YouTube or anything like that. I don't even think I've shown it on YouTube anyway. But the main reason why I got it was because I liked it myself, and I thought, if I could wake up in the morning and come out to this view, or go out at night and look out at this view, that is going to motivate me so much. And I'll be so thankful that I live in Brisbane now. I live in the city that I do. I'm very, very thankful for that. And it's just very simple stuff. Like, I guess some of it comes down to genetics and the fact that I don't really like too much flashy stuff. And I thought to myself, what if I was to eventually start a watch collection, or what if I was eventually start a shoe collection? But then I just think, I don't really care too much for it. It's like, if I like a watch, if I like the look of something, cool, I'll buy it. If I like the look of a shoe, or if I need shoes, then yeah, I'll buy them. But apart from that, just keep it very, very simple. And if you don't overcomplicate this stuff in your life, you'll find that you stay grounded. It's very binary. It's very yes or no. It's very 1 and 0. It's very binary in the sense that it's just so simple. You make life so simple, and you turn out to become a lot happier. When I was a lot less trivial about this thing, when I started becoming a lot less trivial about it, and I focused on what mattered, focused on health, my friends, my family, all that stuff, I started becoming so much happier, because I also remind myself every day now, when I write it down in my diary in the mornings, I remind myself of why I'm grateful for it. And you remind yourself of how lucky you are to even be alive, to have this kind of life, especially if you live in a place like Australia. You can't even explain it. If you really think about it, you really can't explain it. So I'm going to leave it there, guys. Probably rambled on for way too long, but I hope this quality of video is not too bad when I post this. So hopefully it hasn't died out on me while I'll be filming, because I can't actually see the screen. I've got it flipped around. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you got some value out of it. And really, the last message before I go is keep things simple, very simplistic, and just have a lot of gratitude towards your life. So apart from that, guys, I hope you guys are doing well. See you guys very soon.